Here are 15 harsh truths and rules about trading that you need to know if you're going to be a successful and profitable trader. Rule number 1 is prices do not have to do anything. Oh, price has to go up because it's right here. Oh, price has to go down because we're about to be in a recession. Oh, price has to go up because Powell is speaking. Price does not have to do anything. Technical analysis is my favorite way to trade. It has been the most profitable and easiest way for me to predict price. So it has been ingrained in me that price doesn't have to do anything. It does what it wants to do, and the charts will show you that. But get rid of bias, get rid of trying to make logical sense of price action. No bias trading is profitable trading. Rule number 2. Control your emotions and regulate your nervous system. This is something that's going to take time and practice, and it's probably going to be a lifelong practice for you. But with trading, it can be very emotional, it can be very intense, and your nervous system can get really out of whack if you put too much emotional investment into your trades. I know we're working with money, we're working with time, and those are two things that are very important to people. So your emotions can definitely get involved, but it is important to not let them get in the way and definitely not let them start deciding things for you. Rule number 3, plan your trades. Before the market opens or before your session opens, have a plan of action. If price does this, I'm going to do that. If price does this, I'm going to do that. Have a plan of action, write it down, mark it on your chart. Have it there for you. Know when you're going to get in, know when you're going to get out before you make any moves. Rule number 4, trade your plan. This plan that you just created before your session opened, only trade if that plan plays out. Otherwise, you're going to be just looking for trades. Looking for trades is the quickest way to not only get into a gambling spirit, but to lose money. Plan your trade and trade your plan. If your trade plan does not present itself for the trading day, guess what? You didn't trade that day. And that's okay. There's always another day. Rule number 5, keep a log of your trades, aka a trading journal. I think that the simplest trading journal to have is just an Excel spreadsheet. Write on there your starting balance, your high of the day, your low of the day, your ending balance, and then a section for some notes. Rule number 6, have a percentage goal, not a dollar amount goal. This works extremely well with options, but you can also do this with futures and Forex. Instead of saying, I want to make $200 every day, say, I want to make 10% of my account every day. So no matter what your account balance is, that 10% goal is still there, and you're not having to chase dollars. You are looking at the percentage, because percentage is really what matters, and it's also something that's very scalable. Rule number 7, learn to respond less to certain events. Specifically, when I think about this rule, I think about earnings. So with earnings, I've seen every combination you can think of. I've seen guidance be great and the stock go down. I've seen guidance be bad, but the revenue be good and the stock shoot up. I've seen that same thing and the stock shoot down. I've seen them beat earnings and have great guidance and have new product launches and the stock shoot down, and I've seen that and the stock shoot up. I've seen every combination of earnings results versus how it affects the stock. And it is not predictable. Just follow price action, follow technicals, follow the chart patterns. Learn to change your normal responses to certain events. Rule number 8, be ready to take losses. Every day is not going to be a green day. Understand that that is a part of this industry. Every single day it's not going to be a green day. Some days will be break even, some days will be just flat out red. But it's important to make sure those red days are far and few between, and that your red days are definitely small and smaller than your green days so that you are profitable. But as long as you keep your losses small and keep your red days far and few between, that does not affect you being a profitable trader. Rule number 9, think for yourself. Do not take anyone's opinion of the market, of the stock, of their overall chart, signals. Do not take anyone's advice, tips as law, as the end all be all, as, oh, they're saying it so it has to be right. Always do your due diligence. Always double check that person. Use the traders that you trust, use their advice and their signals as confirmation for what you were already seeing. If you're looking at Google and you're seeing, oh, we're at a resistance area, today I'm looking at puts, and your favorite trader, say you're in their Discord group and they put out a signal for puts on Google, that's confirmation. Rule number 10, backtest your strategy. Anytime you are trying out a new strategy, make sure that you backtest it and make sure that it has worked during recent times. Do not skip this step. I know it seems like a hassle sometimes and you just want to try it out on a new trading day, but back testing is so important and it really works. Rule number 11, which is really law in the trading world: support becomes resistance and resistance becomes support, period. Rule number 12, learn how to preserve your capital. Capital preservation is just as important as being profitable. If you are able to gain all this money, but then you lose it the next day, that is not helpful at all. Learn how to preserve your capital. And sometimes that looks like setting your stop loss right at break even, or sitting on your hands and not trading at all. I know no one likes to do that, but that is a part of capital preservation, which is extremely important. If the market's choppy, the direction's unclear, or your trade plan is not presenting itself when the market is open and doing its thing, sitting on your hands could be the smartest thing for you to do. Rule number 13, double check your positions before you end your trading day or walk away from your computer. Look at your pending orders, look at your pending sell limits, buy limits, sell stops, buy stops, anything pending that you may have forgotten that you set up. Make sure that you double check all of that before you go to sleep, and also double check when you're going to be away from your computer for a while. Rule number 14, exit unwanted positions immediately. We all have fat fingers sometimes. If you meant to put on a sell limit, but you accidentally did a market order, or whatever the case is, you accidentally bought something when you meant to sell something, don't just hold it because you bought it and you don't want to lose the money on the spread or lose a couple dollars here and there because of the movement. Close it immediately. And rule number 15, pay yourself. Do not reinvest 100% of your profits back into the market indefinitely. Have times that you are going to pay yourself, whether that's every Friday or whether that's once a month. The thing about paying yourself is when you pay yourself and you do that withdrawal and you spend that money, you get back into the understanding and realization that this is real money. Because sometimes when you're working with numbers and you're trading a lot, especially when you've been doing it for so long, it can really just feel like numbers on a screen at a certain point. But we forget that this is literally a dollar that could be spent in the real world. This could be your next vacation. This could be that next purse that you really want. This could be that next game that you really want. This could be something that is of value to you, and you need to reward yourself. We are sitting on the screens doing all this work, and the numbers are satisfying at the end of the day, but spending money is also satisfying, or even paying off debt, paying bills can even be satisfying. Really understand, like, wow, I worked all this month, I made $5,000, I'm going to pay myself $1,000 and I'm going to leave the rest in there. And that $1,000, treat yourself, treat yourself, be determined to make that money back, and just really understand that, wow, this is real money. Don't get so caught up in the digital world or so gung-ho of not rewarding yourself for the efforts that you have put in. That is why I'm making that rule number 15. It's extremely important. Do not miss out on that. Even if you just pay yourself $20 every week, something to remind yourself that this is real money, and reward yourself for all the hard work that you put in during the trading week. So those are my 15 harsh truths / rules of trading that I have learned over the years. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope it was helpful to somebody out there, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.